Good morning. Welcome to this week's Pastor Blast. Today's Tuesday, May 16th. The title of this Pastor Blast this week is called Be the Light. I was inspired by this devotional that I read this week, so a lot of it I'm borrowing from that. The main part of the idea of Be the Light comes from the verse in Matthew 5:14 through 16. So you of PLC, are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. So, family of PLC, when Jesus chose his 12 disciples, they were ordinary people. They were several fishermen, a tax collector, a zealot. So, speaking of the fishermen, this is exciting. And it goes well hand in hand with, guess what? On June 3rd, PLC's participating in Gig Harbor's Maritime Parade. And our theme is Fishers of Men. This is a really exciting time. So as Jesus looked at them, at his 12 disciples, he said, "You are the light of the world." So they probably were thinking to each other, thinking, like, who's he talking about? There's nothing special about us. But down in their spirit, something ignited. Something came alive. Their seeds of greatness began to take root. They felt faith rising up and destiny calling them. Instead of talking themselves out of it, they got in agreement. Yes, we're the light of the world. We're going to impact our generation. Jesus spoke the blessing over them. He declared favor and influence for them because they agreed. They became the light of the world and changed it. 2,000 years later, they're still impacting us. So, don't think of all the reasons why you can't be the light of the world. The blessing is supernatural empowerment, a divine favor that will cause you to impact others. Receive Jesus' word, let it take root in your spirit, and it will ignite your seeds of greatness. So, one of the ways that you can let your light shine is by saying yes when you are asked personally to lend a hand in church for a particular task or to join a particular event. You are the hands and feet of the church. You are what keeps us going. You are God's child. Allow the gift of his light shine out of you. Draw others to him. You are his disciple. This past Sunday, a few of the youth came up to you and handed you a flyer and invited you personally to be a part of this Sunday's Parents' Day Out. This event for this Sunday is something a little bit different. It's made to be multi-generational. The children, the youth of your church are preparing the flyers and the handouts that are going to be given out during the Maritime Parade. And if you were invited by one of the youth of the church, please come. They're looking forward to seeing you. And if a youth or a child did not have the opportunity to invite you, and when I was speaking to you right now, and there was a little bit of part of you, just a little tiny bit, that was kind of like, hey, I think I'd like to join that, just come. This Sunday, May 21st, right after church, 11:15 to 1:15, we're meeting in the music room. Or if we get a bunch of you that is attending, we'll just have it in the fellowship hall. Please join us as we are preparing for the Gig Harbor Maritime Parade. Remember, you are what keeps this church going. You are the light of the world. So take these opportunities to let your light shine. Be an example to these young children of the church, what it looks like to be a disciple of Christ. You are loved, you are worthy, and I really hope that you'll be joining us this Sunday, May 21st. And also, we'd love for you to participate in the parade on June 3rd. If you don't want to be in the parade, that's totally fine, I understand, but come down to the Gig Harbor waterfront and participate. And the way how you can spread about PLC is by being there, and when we go by, cheering for us. Thank you for listening, and remember, you are the light of the world. Keep shining.